If you've ever been in a ghost town, you would know there's something a bit unsettling in the stillness. People, they don't like to sit still. And yet, this place that was once vibrant and alive now sits frozen. No longer do the sounds of children playing echo through the streets. Instead, only a soft hum as wind passes through open windows and deserted belongings. There's something off-putting for a place to look like people, but not sound like them. Galahad is a city, long deserted and forgotten. Its hands, pointed towers made up of smooth white stone and sharp green glass that reach up and scrape the sky. Its feet rest on the nearby shore as stubby, blocky, unfinished home, and its head rests as a massive, ornate stone door carved into a pillow of mountains. It stares downwards towards its feet to an ocean horizon, long forgotten, long dead. The city sat alone for years, and the forces of nature toiled away to take back what was theirs. Before, a spark of life, a fire, lit anew as it is found again in the year 1116. And today, 8 years later, the city still sits quiet, but now with the faintest of heartbeats, as life begins anew deep within the heart of Galahad. Today, the city is comprised of immense skyscrapers reaching the skies and parting the clouds, and people have begun to inhabit the lowest levels of these immense elvish buildings of green glass and white stone. We take a look to Main Street as blossoming businesses begin to come to life upon the new morning. This once elite elvish city now inhabited by the discards of society, the unwanted things, tieflings, bugbears, the runaway criminals, the extremists, the refugees, the businessmen, and so much more. Beyond the despots and the business ventures and the runaways, for the first time in over a century, the pitter-patter and laughter of children can be heard. The first children of Galahad, the first people of Galahad, be born into this world in over 100 years. A city once dead has been revived in these odd, strange little people, and that is something truly precious. 8 years is so young for a city, and yet, the city is a haven, but a haven is a most fragile thing. In the shaded burrows, a foul stench rolls through the streets. Those who smell it panic.
The reap! The reap! I smell the reap! Wake your sons! Wake your daughters!
Wives shake their husbands desperately, only to their dismay as sisters scream for their brothers, "Wake up! Please wake up! Wake up!" But the reap takes all those who are unfortunate to be asleep at the time the invisible stench travels through the streets. You can almost even hear the city sigh in sorrow as these foul winds take the souls from the mountains out to the sea. Long ago, elves would pass through these immense buildings with invitation, the very walls opening to greet the elves as they appeared before them. Elves should not be bothered with such things as opening doors, and so they weren't. It was a great life of convenience, as buildings would take men, women, and the like upon floating obsidian saucers to the very tips of these pointed skyscrapers to look out upon the land and, well, no one knows what they did up there. 8 years is not a long time, and despite many efforts, the highest anyone has climbed has been to floor 16 of any tower. You see, the elves did not leave their city unguarded. Their treasures were not so easily gifted to the first travelers that stumbled their way upon these abandoned lands. Traps, tricks, guardians, disease, and the like awaited those with too curious a mind. As we look to today's city, we see holes bored into walls to create makeshift doors blocked with heavy drapes and curtains, green-stained windows shattered to provide access to the preserved rooms of the past. The majority of these reclaimed homes and businesses sit 2 stories high to avoid the reap, connected and accessible through an elaborate series of makeshift scaffoldings, ladders, catwalks, and pulley-based elevators. The vendors that are capable of moving their shop daily, the food stands, the traveling merchants, litter the streets. That is, until night falls, and all who can ascend to the 2nd and 3rd levels to sleep. There, the city cradles them, holding them as tight and high as possible, as the reap takes everything within its grasp. If you've ever stood in a ghost town, you can't help but wonder what happened. And whatever it was, if it could happen again.